Hello YouTube, I'm going to do a different kind of video today. The term phony soldier, which a lot of veterans would probably know, and provide a little history behind that word, dating back to the infamy of Jesse Macbeth. In 2005, this young gentleman released a video, which probably a lot of you know, it went viral, that he claimed to have been ordered to kill civilians and was doing a video claiming to be injured in 2005. When research into his military background, which he claimed to be a part of the Army Rangers of the U.S. military, proved that in 2003 he was discharged from the Armed Services of America. Now, there have been a lot of people that have claimed to have been soldiers over the years. Call it stolen valor, which has been a big term used by vets, which to you guys, hey, the real ones, your services are valuable. Don't ever let the masses tell you otherwise. And that goes for Canadian soldiers, U.S. soldiers, and soldiers all around the world that fight for their country's freedoms. You have my respect. Now, this all kind of relates with a lot of the liberals and that, and how they mistreat our boys in uniforms. Tisk, tisk, tisk. And kind of brings me to the point at hand. Why is it always seems to be a liberal jackass who gets discharged from the military and then decides to slander the good name of a soldier? Why would they do that? Now, I'm only guessing that Mr. Macbeth here was a liberal whack job who got butthurt over the fact that he was discharged from the army in entry level after boot camp. So I guess boot camp held a whole new meaning to his ass. He got booted out in boot camp. So, why do people trash the military? I guess we'd have to do an even further history lesson back to the War of Infamy, Vietnam War. A war that divided a country. A war that people called unnecessary. And soldiers were labeled baby killers. Now, I never really liked the term, because I thought it was a pile of bullshit, to be honest with you. This just goes to show you that college kids even back then still had their head at their ass and thought they knew the world, when really they knew jack and shit except for what their teachers preached. They call soldiers robots, but college kids are bigger robots than anybody else. They'll believe anything their little college professors will shove down their throat without question, thinking that they're gaining a higher education when really they're coming out emotionally fragile, depending on the subject matter they take. One of those subject matters being gender studies. So, I guess the whole point of this is I've always found it rather disturbing that people would claim stolen valor from these brave men, or they would use this false status to trash the military. I find it to be a pile of bullshit. Now, I ain't no government man. I think the government absolutely sucks. I think all governments actually suck. They're all as corrupt as it gets because man is a greedy son of a bitch. But there has to be a governing body to keep order within the streets. Otherwise, you have movements like Black Lives Matter creating anarchy and destruction of society as we know it. But nevertheless, you have an asshole like Macbeth that created a catalyst of stolen valor from these brave men and women, but was caught. So To the authorities, I say good job, and to those who helped expose them else and other sources, good job. And Macbeth, wherever you are, I hope that you have gotten your ass well kicked over the years, because you definitely need it, sir. Always disturbs me. Always, 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 always. So, Black Lives Matter. Why do you guys hate soldiers? Oh, I guess they represent one thing that you're not. Kind of like the cops as well. They represent civility, freedom, and defense, security, and knowledge that when you go to sleep, that nothing's going to happen to you, not on their watch. And a lot of these boys in blue, and in those military fatigues, happen to be guys that look like me. White. You'd almost think that the white man wasn't racist. You know, standing up for your freedoms and liberties to go out and protest. Provided it's peaceful, but rarely is it ever stay peaceful with you idiots. Police cruisers being jumped on, stomped on, spit on, kicked, punched, and burned says otherwise. So, that's pretty much it for this video. I just figured I'd bring this back up again and just kind of remind people of what damage dangerous accusations and false information can cause. Because we seem to be in an era of this world where false information seems to be everywhere. So, if somebody tells you that a certain group is being marginalized and discriminated against at every turn in their lives, don't always believe it. It's not hate to place scrutiny upon someone else's viewpoint. It's simply human curiosity. It's human nature. It's what we do. To blindly follow somebody would be to blindly follow your own doom. It's kind of like the Islamics and following blind faith of the Quran. The Quran is bullshit. I mean, the Bible's bullshit too, but the Quran is the biggest steaming pile of garbage on the planet. I mean, feminists. One day, and I mean one day, each and every one of you, I would advise you pick the damn book up once in your miserable lives while you're busy man-hating, man-bashing, and simply marginalizing an entire gender because you seem to have this idea in your head that you're victims even though you're the most privileged class in North America. I suggest that you, before you march and advocate an idea of Sharia law, that you actually understand what that would mean. You want women to have their liberties? Well, if you were to enact Sharia law, they would be stripped from you in no time flat. Because in Sharia law, you would not be allowed to drive. You would not be allowed to leave your home. You would not be allowed to have any say in what you do. You would have to wear a dress head to toe. And trust me, those things would probably be very uncomfortable in our weather. So, before you start advocating something, you might want to learn to shut up and think before you blindly follow a misinformed jackass. That'll eventually lead to your rights being stripped away from you. And I know this video is going to get a lot of comments calling me a misogynist and a racist, a xenophobe, a homophobe, or whatever. It's the same. It never fails. You people are predictable. So predictable. You throw out false facts and then call me a racist to kind of try to seal the deal. Like, you're a racist white man. Like, that's the clincher to your argument. It isn't. It is the sure sign of a failed argument, and you know it, when you have to resort to calling me a racist. Kind of like you, Rome 79 Rome, if I remember correctly. You know who you are. You're the pudgy fat fucker in your basement that thinks he's smart, who has his mommy cut up his hot dogs for him because he's too much of a fat virgin to do it himself. You schlubby beta male jackass. You're the kind of guy that probably was raised in a single parent household who has a lower testosterone rate than a female. So, before you open your mouth again or type on your keyboard again, maybe you might want to learn to practice what you're trying to preach and get your facts straight, pal. You might want to do that. See, I can back up everything I say with fact. When I do my videos with Life on Earth, I back it up every time. If you don't believe me, check my channel out. Watch a lot of my videos. The facts are there, straight in front of you. You want to see a good example? Watch my Feminazis of Canada video. And you'll see that I do not back down when it comes to the facts. I always stand up. What's funny is a lot of you don't have the balls to say your full thoughts to me when you see me on the street anyway. I guarantee it, unless there's like 20 of you. Even then, it's not a good idea for you guys to piss me off in public. Because frankly, most conservatives, all the right wing, won't stoop to your level of public assault. I'm not a right wing, nor am I a left wing. I'm right in the middle, and I'm more than happy to throw fists with anybody if I feel threatened. So you might want to remember that. And all of you that are going to call me a white supremacist or a racist or whatever else, remember this. If I was truly a racist, I wouldn't have dated women from different cultures and different races over the years. I wouldn't have. I'd have looked at them with contempt and disgust and probably walked away. Now, either I am the worst racist on the planet, or I'm the biggest self-loathing son of a bitch to grace this planet. But a lot of you are gonna go, oh, he admitted it. He accepts it. I never admitted shit. I simply stated a point of fact to you. But most of you are going to just see the word racist and see the white man saying it and go, he's a racist. Even though when I did that Cynthia G video, please go to hell, I backed it up with fact. I used your little dictionary definition. If you hate an entire group based on their skin color, then you, by definition, are a racist. So Cynthia G simply stated that she hated all white people. She didn't care what they were, how they acted, who they were on the inside. She simply hates them because of their skin color. So that, by definition, says she's a racist. You guys come up with this, and black people can be racist too. Everybody can be racist. It takes a truly stupid person to think that only a white person can be racist. It takes a truly ignorant, idiotic, low-intelligent human being who's trying to defend their own racist bullshit to think that only one group of people on this planet can be racist. Then you, my friend, are a fool. Anybody that views the same thing is a fool as well. So, I guess all the people that have been sending me negative comments are nothing more than fools who have done nothing more than make me laugh and pity them at the same time for their abnormal thinking patterns and provided me views. So, thanks. Anyways, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Shout out to Frozen Fox, longtime friend. I'd suggest that you guys go check out his channel. It is good stuff if you're into gaming. Some interesting game content in there that you can look at and maybe go, maybe I want to try that. So, check his channel out, and as always, check out Life on Earth. His support, any support you can give that man is great support. And like, subscribe, share on this channel, and let's get this out there. Let's give liberals everywhere on the planet the biggest fuck you of all time. We are ahead of our goal. I'm working on that video. It's a slow process of how I'm going to do this. So bear with me. You'll see it soon enough. I will deliver. And Saturday, I will be putting out more videos. And if I do get around to that big kabang video, then it will be on that night. So if you are a subscriber, you'll get the notification immediately. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and you'll get it as soon as you'll get the notification as soon as it comes out. That's it for now. My name is Gekrons, saying please like, subscribe, share, and have a good one, guys. Take care. Be safe out there. Bye.